power of student voice is that when you listen to it, it speaks volumes. I think oftentimes the adults in the world don't take the time to just be quiet and ask the question and let the students fill the space. And what I hope the students that have participated in the delegation take away is that their voice matters, and that change, real change and impact can happen when they're given room to fill the space, to fill the void with their own voice.
I learned so much every single time I talk to young people. I learn about their hopes and their dreams. I learn about the issues that they're seeing and what they think we could do to come alongside and support them. And it really reminds me also of my own growing up years and how important it is for human connection and for us to be able to relate to each other, get to learn from each other, and see all the different life experiences we come from.
So now that I'm in the delegation, I know how to talk to my counselors, the principals, staff members more confidently, and I know how to tell them what needs to get done, student-wise.
Being in the delegation, I've gotten to use my voice a lot. Just today, we've spoken to 4 different state legislators, and that was a very personalized experience. We spoke basically not one-on-one, but with everybody else in the delegation. We were able to bounce ideas off of them and basically just say whatever we felt that we needed to about the school systems, what things have been working, what other things that we think needed to be worked on, and they were very receptive to everything that we had to say.
Being a student delegate has really helped me use my voice by realizing how powerful it is. I really get the chance to talk to my superintendent now, because before I never really thought that they would really listen to what I said, but now after going through 2 years of this, I realize that my voice has meaning, and so whatever I say they do listen to and take into account.
Through this experience, I've definitely learned that education is bigger than just teachers and students. It's the legislators and the principals, and there's so many people in it, from the tiniest little job that contributes to all different schools. I wasn't even aware that this existed and how impactful everyone is putting so much effort into just each student's lives.
Education is very, very important in our generation, and I feel like this delegation helped me understand that we need more of us to bring the awareness of education, of how us students, we need that, because it's decreasing in a way. So just to come here and hear all these other voices of what's going on in other schools, because I only go to one school, I can't go to everybody's school and know what's going on. So it helps to know that, it helps me more open-minded. And it helped me to know that, okay, what can I do to make a difference to help with the education with people that are in preschool or elementary and middle school? Because it takes us to make a difference in the education and to go back to our schools and communicate what we feel like should be a change. It might take some hassle, but it's nothing that's never impossible.
If I could tell one thing to adults and legislators about students, I would tell them that students do want to learn, that I think students are excited to learn more than they lead on, but they want you to be excited too. I think students don't always feel like adults care, and I think I would tell adults that we care that you care, and so we want to see that.
I would say if I tell any adult, any teacher, educator that is not living in what we are going through right now, I would say be patient with us. We are learning as well, and y'all are learning with us. And I know that it takes a lot of dedication with us in our generation to be patient and be more open-minded. Therefore, I feel like patience is key. Patience is key. Understanding is key. Having understanding and being more aware with us, taking time with us to know what's going on and with us.
The advice that I would give to other students that want to make a difference in their school community would be to really take action if you're very passionate about something. Like I know before I was in the delegation, I would have issues around my school, but I would never address it because I felt like no one was ever going to listen to me, or it just wasn't that important, I told myself. But knowing what I know now, I should have definitely said something, and students now should feel like they have a voice, and like whatever they say, like they should feel like it should matter.
For students that are wanting to make a difference in their community, it really is as simple as reaching out. And I promise that your principals and superintendents and representatives do want to hear what you have to say. And it may be scary, but they really are opening to listening to you, and your voice can make a difference, so don't be afraid to reach out.
So something I'll take away from being a delegate is that your voice can be heard if you have to actively try to get it out there. And another thing is that there's a lot that goes into the policy making and how schools run that you don't see like firsthand. Like there's tons of different parts that are all moving that have to like group together to actually get something to happen.
It's been a really great experience these past 2 years, being able to communicate with different legislators and members of the community that really seek to make changes in education and better our youth and community.
And one of the things I think is beautiful coming to this program and talking to students is they're all from such different backgrounds. And so not only am I learning and hearing about their needs, but they're also learning from each other and getting a more empathetic and broad worldview of what life is really like and how important it is for us to connect. So it's important for me as a legislator to know what young people need, what they're thinking about, what their hopes and dreams are, and how I can help them have more hopes and dreams. So I love coming here, and it's a great opportunity for me to learn and listen, mostly listen.
And the perspective, I guess, is the other thing that they bring, right? You ask a very simple question, and you sometimes as an adult just assume you're going to get a very simple answer, but you don't. Today was a perfect example. We had state legislators asking them questions, and I think the legislators thought they were just going to get an answer. And instead, they got thoughtful visions and recommendations. And I just always sit there and think, wow, I could have not said it better. Or there could have been a journalist in the room that could have written a script, and it wouldn't have been as good. It wouldn't have been as meaningful because it's tied to their real experience and their authentic experiences. And I just don't think you can ever replace that without letting them speak.